Good night, good night. Welcome to Let's Connect. Today is Tuesday, the 14th of February. Welcoming back myself because nobody else is going to welcome me back, but I'm going to welcome myself back from vacation. Had a lovely time out of Ireland. Check my Facebook for all the posts and all the entertaining vibes. So I want to say good night to all the constituents listening via 88.5 Super FM. Want to shout out everybody who celebrated Valentine's Day today. I hope that even if you did not have somebody in your life, that you did find some way to celebrate yourself. Give yourself some self love. So today we're gonna be all about love. The show tonight is gonna be all about love. So let's show some love first of all to all our constituents. So we're gonna start from Foster Jacques. We wanna big up everybody in Foster Jacques, in Mini, in Belvedere, in Saint Philip, Esperance. I don't want to forget anybody, but I don't have my list with me. So all of Foster Jacques, north, south, east, and west, all of Foster Jacques. We want to big you guys up tonight. We want to say hello to you in Diamond. Big up to Auntie Ophine. Big up to Matty Philip, and Sarah Philip in Diamond. Want to big you guys up. Hopefully, you guys enjoy your Valentine's Day. Want to say hello to everybody in Etongs. Those of you in Monlacroix, Fort Jalib, Chateau Bel Air. Big you guys up. Hoping that your day was great today. All right. We want to say hello as well to everyone in New Development. Those of you at Palmis, Fort Beignet, those of you in town, those of you on Church Street, Boulevard Street. We want to big up everybody on all the lanes and all the blocks, all the guys and girls, all of you who celebrated today as well. Big up to you. We want to special shout out to the team at 88.5 Super FM, always doing their utmost best to keep us tuned in to the best music, the best entertainment, the best news. So shout out to you guys as well. Okay, just sending out our link as per usual to all our chat groups, hoping that everybody can join us tonight. Okay. For those of you, I also want to remind you, for those of you who need to keep updated with all the various news coming out of the constituency, you need to be following the Sufra constituency group Facebook page, as well as Emma Hippolyte's Facebook page. All right. So we want to encourage you to do that because there's lots of things happening and you need to know about it. Whenever there are scholarships available, whenever new things are happening in the community, these are some of the places you need to be. You need to be following 88.5 Sufra FM as well as the Sufra Regional Development Foundation. And don't keep the information. When you receive it, spread it around. Though there are persons who do not have access to Facebook or to WhatsApp or to the internet. So when you learn of something, don't be shy. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, tell your children. Children talk about important things as well. They have conversations, they know what's going on. So you do that. You talk to your friends, you talk to the kids, you talk to your neighbors. So let everybody know what's happening in your community. I want you to join us on our Facebook live chat so that you can send in your messages today. So one important thing that happened today was that Honorable Emma Hippolyte sent out some Valentine's Day care packages into the community. So if you were one of the lucky recipients, please hit us up. Let us know that you received. If you want to send out a message, if you want to thank your rep, you can send us a WhatsApp or call us on WhatsApp on 730-5388. That is 730-5388. So if you're on our Facebook live chat, please send me a message. Let me know you're there. Good evening to Miss Teresa Wilfred in Bouton, always locked on. Thank you so very much. I want to shout out the entire community of Bouton. I don't believe I mentioned some of the other communities. So if you're listening, please send me a message so I can shout you out. I don't want to miss anybody out. So we want to shout out all the various communities. So let me see if I can remember anybody I left out. We said Diamond, Bouton, Barron's Drive, big up to Barron's Drive. Don't want to forget you guys. And SP was in Fosse Jacques. I don't want to forget Mini. We want to shout out all of you. Myers Bridge, Margaret Toot in Soufre, Margaret Toot. Small community, but very vibrant, very much alive. We want to shout out. If you can think of anybody else that I'm missing, send it in the chat. We want to be very active in the chat tonight. If you can think of any community that I have left out, please send me a quick little message. Let me know you're listening. Let me know you're paying attention. Let me know that you can hear me clearly. All right, we want to shout out Etongs again to all the Je family of Etongs. Want to give you guys a big shout out for all that you do, all the love that you spread in the community. Today is all about love. It's Valentine's Day. I know I'm not dressed in red as is customary, but white and black can be a Valentine's color too. But I'm still in mourning, so bear patience with me. We want to also announce for those of you who have not been aware, the funeral of Hermangild Hippolyte, my father, is going to be on Friday, this week, Friday the 17th. It's going to be at 2:30 p.m. at the Catholic Church. So for those of you who plan to attend the funeral, I do hope that there will be a virtual link for those who cannot make it, but please try to be present. 2:30 p.m. on Friday the 17th. Okay, so while we're getting our listenership up, I want to read to you the Valentine's Day message coming from Honorable Emma Hippolyte, which was posted to her Facebook page today, as well as the Suffra Constituency Group Facebook page. So, like I said, if you want to be in the know, in the latest happenings, in the constituency, in the community of Suffra, things that affect us, things that are happening that we should be proud of, things that we should be aware of, that is the place to be. I'm having a little trouble loading with the internet. Trying to get that message so that I can read it to you. Okay. Internet is slowing us down tonight. So for those of you who are able to go on to Emma Hippolyte's Facebook page. Oh, my it's not loading for me at all. Okay, so unfortunately I can't seem to get this for me to read it out for you. Okay, so but if you get a chance, please check out her Valentine's Day message. It is both on Emma Hippolyte's Facebook page as well as the Suffra Constituency Group. Good evening to you, Miss Camilla Ja. Thanks for joining us on Let's Connect. We want to shout out Miss Fancy Bowens in St. Vincent. She's always keeping it locked, always tuned in to our program. I want to shout all the persons in the community who listen via radio. They stop me on the road or I get messages from you that you appreciate the program, and I so appreciate your listenership. So definitely want to say big up to you. So tonight, like I said, it's all about love. I wish I could have. I'm still going to try and access that Facebook post so that you could hear the Facebook message from our honorable rep regarding Valentine's Day today. Let me see if I can get it. So in the meantime, like I said, if you received one of the Valentine's Day packages today, you can send in a message via WhatsApp to 88.5 Super FM, or you can call in to give a little thank you message for our rep. It's 730-5388. If you have access to a phone that has WhatsApp, that is the number to call or message. Okay, I got it. All right, so Honorable Emma Hippolyte, she said, Happy Valentine's Day. May our hearts today, as never before, resound in unison. I want you to be happy. Hoping your day has been filled with family, friends, and happy moments that become fond memories. With all my love, Emma Hippolyte. All right, so that is how we're going to officially kick off our love filled program today. I have a guest in studio. I always like to promote some local businesses. So I have a local entrepreneur here with us in studio. I want to introduce to you Mr. Kerr Glasgow. Kerr, good night. Welcome to my Let's Connect program. I know you're always tuned in, so thank you so very much for your support. Welcome to Let's Connect.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Okay. All right. So tonight we're talking all about love. So the first type of love that I mentioned earlier, love for self. Now, I want to talk about some of the ways that we show ourselves love. Now, I know I like to give myself a lot of positive affirmations. I believe in manifesting and I believe in speaking powerful words to yourself because I believe the tongue is a powerful weapon. So I try to speak positivity and I try to think positivity. So that is my personal one of my personal ways of showing myself self-love. I have other ways, but I don't want to give out all my secrets tonight. But I want to ask you, Ko, what are some of the ways that you show yourself love?
One of the ways I show myself love is by, at times going to my favorite spot, like probably the beach, the schoolyard. Yeah.
Okay, so when you say go to your favorite spot, what exactly does that do for you? What's the purpose of doing that? When you go to the beach, what does that do for your self love?
Just give your mind some clarity to think back on how things are affecting, how things are going. Because at times you have to give yourself some
All right, okay.
rejuvenating juice.
Okay, so you rejuvenate yourself by going to your favorite places. All right. Do you have any other examples for persons who listening who want to learn how to show themselves love? What other things would you recommend to them?
Probably treats like ice cream.
Everybody loves ice cream,
Sure.
right? So buy myself some ice cream if I want to feel good.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, I personally would buy myself chocolates, but Miley Cyrus said she can buy herself flowers. That's a very popular song now. So that's one thing you can do if you can afford it. Buy yourself some flowers. You don't have to wait for somebody to buy you flowers because that might never happen, and you'll only receive them maybe at your funeral when you no longer can smell them yourself. So buy yourself some flowers today. Okay. So those of you who celebrated Valentine's Day, let me know in the comments if you got flowers, if you got chocolates, or if you got perfume. Some persons might have gotten that. Those are typical Valentine's Day gifts. Okay, so we said positive affirmations. So some of the positive affirmations that I can say, tell yourself, I am successful, I am honest, I am gorgeous, which I tell myself every single day. And I recommend that you do so as well. Look into the mirror and tell yourself you're gorgeous today. Do that today. Do that right now. Go right into the mirror and do that. Tell yourself you're gorgeous. Tell it to yourself over and over again until you believe it. Okay? Kerr suggested going to your favorite place. He said the beach. Some of my favorite places include the cinema. I love a good movie. I love a movie. Anybody who knows me knows I love a movie. And one of my other favorite places, believe it or not, is MNC. MNC has all my favorite things. So everything I love to pamper myself. If I need nail polish, if I need some makeup, if I need some face mask. So big up MNC. You can always consider promoting and sponsoring the Let's Connect program. I would definitely be willing to promote all your products, especially your journals every year. I must have a journal every year. So big up MNC, one of my favorite places. And well, like I said, positive affirmations. You can write it out, you can stick it on your mirror, stick it on your fridge, and show yourself some love today. Now, today is Valentine's Day, and typically we celebrate people in relationships. So, Ke, tell me, what are some of the things you would do in a relationship to show love?
Um, my spouse gives.
You married, Ke?
No.
Well, you said spouse, so
Well, spouse don't really necessarily mean that.
yes, it does. A spouse is somebody you're married to.
Ah,
So if you're
sure.
not married, I guess you could say your significant other.
Correct. That's
Okay,
yeah.
significant other, buy them gifts. Okay,
Yes.
so that would be one of the love languages, buying gifts or gift giving. That's a love language. So buying gifts. What else?
Gives quality time.
Quality time. Okay, let's be a little bit more specific. When you say quality time, do you mean that you're sitting in the house playing video games and your girlfriend is washing dishes? Does that qualify as
No, no, no,
quality time?
no. It does not. Quality time means one on one together. Probably talking, having conversations.
Conversations about what? What would we have a conversation about? If you're in a relationship, what type of conversations are you having? Are you having conversations about the weather, about the Super Bowl and Rihanna's pregnancy reveal? Are these
Yes,
the type of things we're going to be talking about?
you could, but it's more. um, personal, like what are your goals, where you are going, how things are, what needs to change, what not.
Okay, one of my favorite questions from Steve Harvey's book, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I think that's a very important question to ask persons you're in a relationship with. Because sometimes they don't see themselves with you in 5 years.
Like, you go so much.
No, you so you wouldn't go 5 years? You find 5 years is too much? 5 years
No,
is a
no,
very reasonable amount of time to be
no.
in a relationship.
I never said that. I just saying you think some of them thinking so far ahead.
Well, the goal is to practice different types of love languages in a relationship. So I know of 5 love languages. Okay. So we're going to talk about the different love languages. I think it's important that you need to know your love language and also know your partner's love language. Because my love language could be gift giving, but the person I'm with might not enjoy gift giving, or they might not even enjoy receiving gifts for their own reasons. Maybe there is some trauma there or something. So you need to understand the person and understand yourself. So let's go through the love languages. Okay, so first, love language, words of affirmation. So, like I said, that's one of the things I think you need to practice when it comes to self love. So, in terms of love languages and words of affirmation, when you're in a relationship, though, what are some of the words of affirmation you would use in a relationship?
I'm proud of you.
Okay, you can tell your partner you're proud of them. That's important. Sometimes they feel like they're doing everything and then there's nothing to show for it. They don't feel like you're seeing what they're doing for you. So good. I think a follow up to that would be, I appreciate it when, and then you follow up with something that they've done that you appreciate. So I appreciate it when you take care of the kids, right? That's a
Yes.
good thing you can say to your partner if you have kids. So I appreciate when you make the bed on mornings. Okay. I appreciate. What is something else you can appreciate in a relationship? I appreciate when you make sure the grass is taken care of, so I don't have to do it. Or I appreciate when you take out the garbage and I don't have to get up on a morning and do that. So these are the type of things you can say to your loved ones to show them some love in the form of words of affirmation. A few other examples. I was impressed when you. So if your partner did something that impressed you, for example,
They remembered your favorite snack.
oh yes, I was impressed when you remembered that I love chocolate covered raisins. I was impressed when you, I'm drawing a blank.
I
Okay,
was
so,
impressed when you remembered my favorite dress, my favorite color,
oh
stuff
yeah,
like
my favorite
this.
color is a big one because if you can remember my favorite color, I would be impressed. If I told you that like 20 years ago and our anniversary is coming up or Valentine's Day is coming up and you got me something in my favorite color and you told me you got me this because you remember this is my favorite color, I'll be like, I was impressed by that. That would impress me for sure. Saying thank you. Simple. Say thank you. They did something for you, say thank you. Show appreciation. Say thank you for this, thank you for that, whatever it is. Thank you. That's a great way. Easy way. Simple. Um, you can tell them if they inspire you. So you inspire me. That's a great positive affirmation right there. You inspire me. And another simple one, you look great today. He got a haircut. Babe, you look great with that haircut. I love what you did with the eyebrows. I love what you did with your hair. You changed your hair? No, take note. Is that a new dress? It looks good on you. Simple things. And it can work for both men and women.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Seeing some new persons in our chat. Good night, Cyril Emmanuel. Good night, Smith Philippe. Good night to you guys. Those of you in the chat, if you're in our chat, don't forget to drop us a quick line so we can say good night to you so that I can see that you're there listening to us. Also, like I said earlier, if you have any Valentine's Day messages, if you have any Valentine's Day shout outs that you want me to read out, if there's a special someone who is listening that you want me to say Happy Valentine's Day to, you can feel free to send those messages in as well. Don't forget our WhatsApp is 730, looking for it, 730 Why am I not finding it? I've lost the number. Okay, here it is. 730-5388. That is the number to get us on WhatsApp. You can send us a message or call to join us on our program to give a little Valentine's Day message. Okay, 730-5388. All right. So we've spoken about words of affirmation as a love language and also gifts. And we have acts of service. What comes to mind when you think of acts of service?
Acts of service. That would be things like, just giving the person a nice little rub at times.
Oh yes, that could be a great two love languages in one. So it combines physical touch and acts of service. So if you know you have a partner who works very hard, either man or woman. We know we have men who work very physically tiring jobs. So giving them a back rub, maybe their muscles in their feet are sore. Maybe you have an athlete in your life, and that person might need different parts of their body rubbed down with vapor rub or icy hot or any of those pain relieving rubs, or maybe even a trip to the sulfur springs would another double one. It would consider be an act of service that you're taking the person to the sulfur springs, and while they're in there you give them a rub down with some of the mud, physical touch. So you bringing in two different types of love languages and incorporating it into one act, right?
Another act of service would be just doing little house chores.
Without being told. If you have to be told to do it, it does not count as an act of service. It has to be unprompted. Okay, so if I have to tell you wash the dishes, that's not an act of service. If I just find you washing the dishes or I find you sweeping the house, and so that's some of the sexiest things a man can do, to do the house chores. Just do it without me having to say anything. That's wonderful. So clean the house unprompted. Um, Give your partner the night off. So this can work for if you have kids and your partner is usually the one who takes complete care of the kids. Give them a night off, take care of the kids, or get a babysitter and let them go out. That's a nice act of service, wonderful for parents. Um, and it don't even have to be just for kids. If they usually are the ones who would come home, clean, cook, and everything, just give them the night off. Tell them they can sit and relax, and you do the cooking, or you order in. You or getting pizza is not a bad thing if you don't do it all the time. Get pizza that night, and she doesn't have to cook. You don't have to wash any dishes because there's no dishes. The pizza comes in a box that you throw away. Works very well. All right.
Yes.
Another easy one though, pack them lunch for the day. So getting up a little, maybe an hour earlier, and packing the lunch so that they don't have to buy lunch that day. That's a wonderful act of service for busy people. I gotta say that. All right. All right. So once again, you're listening to Let's Connect on 88.5 Sufre FM. If you want to tune in and chime in on our Valentine's Day edition program, the number to contact us on WhatsApp is 730-5388. That is the number to contact us, 730-5388. So I'm just checking if we have any messages. All right. Gonna say good night to Mervyn Heliodor from Fonjalib, locked on to our program. I'm sure Mervyn would love to send Valentine's Day greetings to his girlfriend. So happy Valentine's Day to you, Mervyn, and your significant other. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Connect. Once again, the number to reach us, 730-5388. Okay, so we mentioned in terms of types of love languages, we've spoken about words of affirmation, acts of service, gift giving. Now, when we started talking about acts of service, I mentioned that some of them, like the giving them a massage or a rub down, as you said, would also incorporate another type of love language, which is physical touch. Now, physical touch is very important.
And also tricky.
And also, pardon?
Tricky.
Tricky?
Yes.
How you mean? How is it tricky?
Because you have to understand how your partner is feeling, because at times your partner might be feeling away and you come and touch them and you're like, why?
Okay, I get that. So knowing when to touch
Yes.
is important. So that's the tricky part, knowing when to touch, when not to touch. Okay, so physical touch, if the person is, if that's not their love language too, because sometimes it's just that they don't like to be touched, or they don't like to be touched in a particular way, or at a particular situation. So that's why it's important to know your love languages and to know your partners as well. So if I'm a touchy feely person and the person I'm with is not a touchy feely person, I could easily get offended by something like, I wanted to hold your hand in public, but you don't want to be holding hands in public because that's not your thing. So physical touch can be my love language, and my partner might not be into it at all, or maybe they only show physical affection in private, and when in public they don't want to be hugged, they don't want to be kissed, they don't want to be touched. Yes, we're together, but I don't need to touch you at the time. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day to Sophia Gilbert. Sophia Gilbert, there's someone out there who loves you dearly and is asking me to tell you happy Valentine's Day. So give him a big squeeze in return, Sophia. Okay? Don't forget the
Process.
number once again, 730-5388. Send us your love messages. Let us know if you have any message for your district rep in return for her Valentine's Day packages today. Let me know if you had a very bad Valentine's Day. Hopefully, I can maybe try and cheer you up. Reach out to us here on Let's Connect on 88.5 Sufre FM. All right. So we've talked about words of affirmation, acts of service, gift giving, and physical touch. The other type of love language is quality time. Wait, did we already speak about quality time?
I think we kind of
I think we kind of touched on it.
yes, we
We,
touched on
we
it.
kind of did touch on it. Okay, so quality time. What can we say about quality time? Um, I think like we have so many distractions in this day and age, right? You hear all the time of men always in their video games, or women always in their phones, and they're ignoring everything else. You'll be cooking food and you forget you're cooking the food and you're on TikTok and the food burns. And then you have to eat the burnt food. And it's like you're gonna spoil everybody's appetite because you were distracted. So quality time, I feel like that's something we don't do in all the different types of love that we show. So, we have self-love, we don't make time for ourselves, right?
Yes.
When you want to show yourself love, you don't make you're never on the list of the people that you're taking care of. You're taking care of the kids, you're taking care of your job, you're taking care of your husband, taking care of the pets, but you aren't on that list. So you have to make quality time, put aside quality time, distraction free time, right? So what for you would be one of the ways you do quality time, not necessarily for yourself or for a partner, but in the different types of relationships that you have with your family, with your coworkers, with people that you care about deeply? How do you express quality time?
Um, well, you can do that by taking a day, set a day to go out somewhere, probably the club or the beach, or just set up a games night. That's one of the ways to show.
Okay. Okay. I haven't had a games night in a long time. That's definitely something that's a great way to show quality time for your friends. So, quality time with your friends, have a games night. I feel like a well executed games night is one of the best things out there. Don't you agree?
Yes, 100%.
All right. Now I want to backpedal a little bit because, like I did say earlier in the show, Kerr is a business owner, and I want to express a little bit about the type of business that you have. So let's backpedal to one of our love languages, which is physical touch, right?
Yes.
So I want to bring about the topic of, for those of you 18 and over, this is for adults only. So the importance of foreplay. Okay? So in your business, you sell um I want to phrase this properly. You sell personal
items.
personal items, right? Personal items.
Yes.
So we'll leave it at that. So if you want elaboration, you can talk to me after the show. Okay, so personal items, and we know we have. I saw a great ad very very recently. So someone was talking about the price of flowers, right? And I think they tried to order something for Valentine's Day, and it was like $200. And they're like, $200 for flowers. So someone commented, well, you can get this rose, hint hint, you can get this rose and it won't die, and it won't cost you $200. So Kerr, what how much do your roses cost?
120.
Okay, so you can get a rose from Kerr for $120. So those of you who know what I'm talking about in terms of personal items, and when we're talking about physical touch and we're talking about roses, put the cues together and you're gonna figure out what I'm talking about. So you can check out Kerr's store. What's the name of your page on Facebook?
Come get
Spell that, please.
CUMGIT.
All right. So you can get him on that page on Facebook, also on Instagram as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, and he has variety. What how many different types of personal items do you have?
Um, Let me see. One, two, three, four, five one.
Okay, so there's five versions.
Yes.
Okay, there's five versions. Is that just of the rose, or is that in
No,
all your stock?
in all the stock.
In all your stock, you've got five varieties.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the price range? What's the cheapest?
Cheapest might be $80,
Okay. And the most expensive?
180.
180. Is that another rose?
Yes.
Okay, 180. So ranging from $80 to $180. So still cheaper than a bouquet of flowers, right?
Yes.
So if you did not get the type of flowers that you wanted today, you might have to consider a special type of rose. All right. So we were talking about the importance of foreplay. So I was doing a little bit of research for tonight. So in terms of what I found out, it serves both a physical and emotional purpose, right? And it helps to prepare both the mind and the body for that special time. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. We don't have to be specific out here, so you'll understand the logistics. Okay, so it and to ensure the peak of arousal. Okay, so these are the important reasons of foreplay. So foreplay can include kissing, hugging, and caressing. So these are all under the aspect of physical touch as a love language. Okay, so if you're a bad kisser, you're gonna be in problems. I think the importance of kissing is underrated, right?
Not necessarily. Especially
Explain. What do you mean?
when I say not necessarily, especially for y'all literally.
Who's the y'all? Who is the y'all? I am not identifying as y'all. In all the pronouns on this planet, I do not identify as a y'all. I take offense to the word y'all. Don't put me in that category. Be specific when you say your things.
Women.
Okay.
So for y'all, it is very important
Not
because
y'all.
I just said women.
It
And then
doesn't
I said,
matter. We're not identifying as y'all
okay,
for women.
For women. Generally, this is how you'll rate how far y'all might be willing to go in a
Oh
relationship.
really? Oh really?
Yes.
Uh-huh. You the women whisperer?
No.
Hmm.
But
But I'm listening.
yes. Y'all will tell, y'all will judge a guy basically
Y'all.
just by the way he kissed you.
Of course I'm going to judge you.
Exactly.
Of course. We're judging everything from the way you're dressed, the way you smell. And obviously if I allow you to kiss me, I'm going to judge the way you're kissing. How do you mean I'm not supposed to judge that? Of course I'm supposed to judge that. That dictates if the relationship is going to move forward into the next stage. If I'm going to even give you the right to call yourself my boyfriend, much less my man, you have to be able to kiss. That's the top of the list. If you cannot clear that top of the list, you're not moving on to the next sections. You cannot pass go. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. No, this is not Monopoly. The checklist starts off at kissing. So if you cannot kiss, bye. If you disagree, let us know in the comments or send us a message, like I said, on our WhatsApp. The number to call 730-5388, or send us a message. We're definitely checking out our chats so that we don't miss anything. All right, you're listening to Let's Connect on 88.5 Sufra FM. So I have with me as my guest Kerr Glasgow, who is the owner of the business Come Get, which sells personal items for the purpose of physical touch. Okay, so that is his one of his many side businesses. Let's highlight some of your entrepreneurial activities. Okay, Mr. Glasgow. So other than Come Get, you have another business called Song Tree, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about Song Tree. Spell Song Tree first, please.
SONGTRY.
Okay, sounds like Song Try, but it's Song Tree.
Yes. You have to
Okay.
play with the words.
All right, play on words. Okay.
Yes.
So what is Song Tree about?
Songtree is literally for people in the creative industry, per se.
Okay.
Young children between the ages of, let me see, I believe 5 to 35.
So
Because you stop
youth.
being a youth.
Yeah.
Yeah, generally that's what it is.
So what exactly do you mean by the creative industry?
Ev- well, poetry, music, dance, theater. We're trying to get into the whole, well, spectrum of the creative industry because St. Lucia has a lot of talent, but there's a serious problem in exposing it, especially at a young age. So if you can get the young children and show them like there is somebody who is showing them, like literally giving them an avenue to express themselves, they will continue in it.
Okay. And what are some of the ways that you're doing that?
Let me see. I feel before COVID, I did a show called Talent Offload with a couple of artists, including myself.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the name of the show.
Talent Offload.
Talent Offload.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That was before COVID in 2019 at the Castle City Hall. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple of artists and one, two poets, including myself.
Okay. So it was like a showcase of talent.
Yes.
Okay. What about you mentioned trying to get the younger persons started off into the creative industries. What about workshops to teach them about what create being creative means? Because I've worked with children who express the need to want to create art and craft, for example, but yet still they cannot do anything like hold a scissors or to cut a straight line or even fold paper in half. Sometimes some of the most basic things just to build up their skills in terms of the industry they're interested in or the hobbies that they want to participate in, they aren't able to do that because of probably there's nobody that's shown any interest in showing them how to do it or anything like that. Is that something you've considered, possibly having a series of workshops you can do, maybe one on craft, and maybe it could, like they like you said, the different age groups, if you're starting from 5 to going up to 45, like the 5 to 8 age group could be doing basic crafts, and those going up to 45 could be doing something like king and queen of the band costumes, that level, that type of level of creativity in terms of craft. Is that something you might consider doing?
Yes.
Do you have anybody that can assist you in that?
I haven't really looked for it yet because, like I said, I am still trying to get exactly what workshop I'll be doing and exactly what materials I'll need to do it.
Okay. So while you were growing up, was there any type of exposure that you had like that, that could have brought about your interest?
Mm, not, um, let's see. not really influence because my family, I'm from a family of both athletics and writing. My father was a Calypsonian.
Okay.
Yeah. He used to go by the name of Capricorn.
Capricorn?
Capricorn.
Capricorn, like the
Yes.
zodiac sign.
Yes. I
Mhm.
also had another one called Optimus.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes.
All right. So you had the exposure in terms of music and writing and athleticism
Well,
in
my
your
mother.
family.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to in terms of getting your workshops under off the ground. Have you considered reaching out to ministry the is it the Ministry of Creative Industries? Is that's the name of the ministry, right? Ministry of Creative Industries or youth
Yes.
and
That's
sports
that's
or
part of it.
education.
Yes.
Okay. But you don't have anybody who's working together with you in terms of trying to build this thing together. You don't have a business partner
Yes.
or
Yes, I do. Her name is Paulina Murray.
okay. All right. So where is Songtree headed next? What's new? What's next for Songtree?
Right about now, we're we launch an video independence poetry competition.
Okay, that's open
So,
to
um, children of the ages of 8 to 10 and 18 to 25, if I
so
remember
there's
correctly.
two categories.
Yes,
Okay, so the first one is 8 to 10
yes.
and then 18 to 25. So what are the criteria for this competition?
You just have to do a poem and include the year of independence and send it to our email.
Okay, so the criteria for the competition is that you must produce a poem which includes the date of independence,
No, the year. Like
the year we
as
gained independence.
no, the year. How old Senusha is.
You mean the number of years?
Yes.
So 44 years.
Yes.
So it has just has to include 44 years in the poem.
Yes.
It does not have to
Independent.
be independence related because I
Mm,
could write something about the number 44 and it doesn't have anything to do with independence.
you just have to include Independence 44 in it.
Okay, independence 44 in
Yes.
the poem.
Yes.
And that's for both
And the poem.
categories, both age groups.
Yes.
Okay, so are there what are the prizes?
We're still looking at this.
Okay, so
But
okay.
yes.
All right. And you said you have to send it to the email. Can you let us know what the email address is?
Songtree101 at Gmail.
Okay, that's Songtree, not TREE, but TRY.
Yes.
So it's SONGTRY 101, like the number 101 at
Yes.
gmail.com. Okay, great. So if you are interested, and that this is open island wide or is it only for the north?
Island wide.
Okay, island wide. So I'm hoping that that means you're going to get a flyer to me so that we can circulate that.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. So song tree, hoping that we can have more things coming from you. I am hoping that you're going to be able to do some workshops and get the different governmental agencies involved as well as the different schools. We have a lot of great talent in our youth and I really do think we need to do more to bring it out.
Yes.
Right. I feel like theater is getting a bit stagnant. Is there any avenues that you're looking into for theater?
Mm, I haven't thought of it. I have thought of it, but it's theater is what can I say?
It's
Um,
not your cup of tea.
I have done I have done I have taken part in skits in St. Lucia.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Is there
about getting people who are actually serious.
when you say serious, like
You know how um let me see. I like to be what's the word I'm looking for? Real. A lot of times solutions just we like to start things and then like halfway through like we quit.
okay, okay. So you want somebody that will stick through to the end.
Yes.
You're looking for people that will stick through to the end,
Yes.
basically. All right, okay. I get that. I get that. Okay, all right. Well, I do wish you all the best with those endeavors. So you have, is there any other business that you have? I'm not aware of, maybe that we can plug right now, because
Um,
we have about 12 minutes left on our show, so we do have some time to plug some more. If not, I'm gonna plug up my business.
oh no, I do have one thing to say.
Hmm.
After the independence, we have a what I think we have a visual arts competition for reading. That's what we do.
Okay, reading month is May, right?
Yes.
Okay. Visual arts competition. Exactly form of that is that going to be? Is that painting, drawing,
Yeah.
videos? No.
No, last year we did paintings. So
Okay. So
I
there's going to be a theme that you have to
yes,
put something together. Is there going to be a
yes.
size limit to the painting?
No, last year we did last year the theme was I think paint your imagination through books
Hmm.
or something like that. Something like that.
Okay. And did you get a lot of entries for that?
Yes, we did.
Okay. And once again, is it going to be open island wide?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. All right. So we're looking forward to more information on that competition for Reading Month. Um, I am not 45 yet, so would I be eligible?
Of course.
Okay, I want to take up painting a little bit. I want to buy a easel. So I want to take up some painting. So hopefully I can submit an entry depending on what the theme is, if I can think of something for Reading Month. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so we've been on our wonderful Let's Connect program on 88.5 Super FM. Once again, if you want to join us and either send us a Valentine's message to read out or somebody to shout out for you for Valentine's Day, I want to big up, before I forget, I want to big up Lizards. Lizards gave me a surprise delivery today from a secret admirer. I only just found out who it was just before the show started. So I have thanked him personally, but I want to say thank you once again for my wonderful gift. I had a wonderful surprise today. I was not expecting it. I did not think it was me. I thought it was a joke. But I had a wonderful surprise, and I want to thank the special someone. I don't know if he wants his name said out loud. So for the wonderful surprise that was delivered to me in my office today. I really appreciate it. I was bewildered. I had to figure out logistics of how to get it home and everything. It couldn't fit in the fridge. So I had to figure something out. But I did. So I really appreciate it. I'm definitely going to enjoy my lizards. Big up Lizelle Symphorian and her lizards team for all the wonderful goodies in my package. Definitely going to enjoy. Okay. I want to give a quick plug. I'm asking for those of you who can or who are willing to support Creative Flourish. That is my new business that has been launched as of January 22nd. So you can check out my Creative Flourish Facebook page. I did a quick little giveaway yesterday. So when that package is being presented, you will see some of our packages that we're putting together. We have things coming up for Mother's Day and Father's Day. We missed Valentine's Day because, unfortunately, like I said, I was on vacation and I was out of the country. So we missed out Valentine's Day this year, but Valentine's Day next year is going to be big. All right. So next year, Valentine's Day. So my next set of giveaways are coming up for Mother's Day and Father's Day. So you need to be following Creative Flourish on Facebook for you to be eligible to win my giveaways. Okay. So some of our products include skincare, hair care, hygiene, which includes oral care as well. And also we have things for the home, such as laundry detergent, and everything is plant based. Okay, we have energy drinks and also fitness supplements and other products for those of you who are fitness enthusiasts. Also, lots of other stuff coming up. So keep it locked onto my Creative Flourish Facebook page. And also check out Come Get for your personal items and your roses that don't die. Hint, hint. Also, Song Tree for the upcoming independence competition and also the reading month competition that you might be interested in if you are between the age of 5 and 35. If you consider yourself a young person and you're creative, there might be some prizes to be won. Okay, so check those out. We want to say a special good night to all those of you keeping it locked to Let's Connect. Good night to you, Miss Camilla Jean, and all the Jeans of Etangs, Myers Bridge, Fongelib, and all those areas, Belfont, Chateau Bel Air. We want to give a special shout out to you guys, Moving Heliodor in Fongelib. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for keeping it locked. I want to say good night to Miss Claudia Prevo. Hopefully, she was able to tune in. We spoke this morning. Hopefully, she was able to tune in tonight. I want to give a big shout out to all those of you on the block. Shout out to Lenny's Hill. I haven't mentioned Lenny's Hill in a little while. I hope you guys don't think I've forgotten you guys. Love you at Lenny's Hill. Big up to Lenny's Hill. Good evening to you, Shem. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Connect. All right. So we want to shout out the Glasgow family who are apparently athletics and musician based. So big up to Kirk Glasgow for joining me on Let's Connect at the last moment. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. So tonight, I still would love for persons to send in some Valentine's Day messages. Nobody would love to send a shout out to the district rep for her packages today. There were about 110 packages given out today for Valentine's Day in some of the various districts. So I would have loved if somebody would have sent a message in to say thank you today for the surprise Valentine's Day gift. But I know our people are shy people. I don't know why you're so shy. You're unshy in on everyday moments, but you're not shy when it comes to calling into the radio station. All right. So good evening to all of you locked on to our program tonight. I hope that your Valentine's Day was wonderful, and I hope that you were able to have a great day. Now, we spoke about the different types of love. I just want to quickly mention some of them. So, we know that there's love between man and woman, physical love, romantic love. That is one type of love, and that's typically what we celebrate on Valentine's Day. But you can also show love to friends and equals, persons you care deeply about because you spend time with them all the time, your classmates, your co-workers. You build great relationships with these people. There's nothing wrong with showing them some love. Okay, so I want to shout out my co-worker Bernadette Nelson. You know I love you. I tell you that every day. So love you, Benna. All right. Love of a parent for their child. That is the type of love that goes beyond understanding. A parent's love for their child, that is an unbreakable bond. So parents, don't be afraid to show love to your kids. You know you love them. You carried them for 9 months in the womb. Fathers, you waited 9 months to meet them. So show your love to your kids. There's nothing wrong with that. And also love of mankind. I think that that is the type of love we don't talk about enough. We have people who like Mother Teresa who cared deeply for mankind. I'm reading this book 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, and she's mentioned in chapter 2 as a leader who was very influential. She's known as one of the most influential leaders in her time, and even beyond that. She's still being talked about in how she managed to influence the world. So, Mother Teresa showed a great love of mankind. I would love to say that Honorable Emma Hippolyte is another person who shows the love for mankind. She has demonstrated that even before she was in politics and since being in politics, that she has shown her love for us, for her constituents, for women especially, for the downtrodden, for the hungry. So we want to say big up to her for that, showing her love in that manner as we celebrate all the various forms of love today on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2023. Okay, so any final words from you, Mr. Glasgow?
Let me see.
Tell the people
Sure.
how they can reach you. How
Oh
can they
yeah.
reach you for your products,
Um,
your personal items ranging from $80 to $180, roses that never die, unless
Facebook.
well they need charging.
Yes. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp.
What's the number for WhatsApp?
487 2511.
487
20.
2511.
Yes.
Okay, that's how you reach him. And you can always let me know that you're interested in reaching out to him, and I'll pass the information along. All right. So this has been our Let's Connect program for this evening. I do hope that you enjoy the rest of your Valentine's Day. And tomorrow is Galentine's Day. So if you have a best friend that you want to show some love, tomorrow is the day to do it, and trying to get all the discount chocolates at MNC. Okay, good night to you, our listeners in Soufrière, in all of St. Lucia and beyond. Hoping that the rest of your evening is going to be wonderful. Good night.
Oh yeah, some of them will be.
So we don't care if it don't go, me not go nowhere. She living it up and she out there, doing it with no fear. Hey, bubble your body for the up top pass. But baby, your top class. Jump up, let's say you're upstart. Jump on me, you come not every girl a drop. She thought to me that hard. When me done, she tell her friend them set the boy bad. Your love brace against the wall. Make baby till your ball. See don't mommy. Wally heap a girl out the road. I'm mad over me. Globally, me love her totally. Say she retire, but she not love nobody. Me love every girl, but me love your body. And me love your baby because you're so happy. And me love every time we link up. You know me think up. Nobody knows. Bend down, bend down, bend down, bend down, bend down. How that you love. Turn round, turn round, turn round, turn round, turn round. How that you love. Come it's up on me. Tell me where you feel. Turn down, turn round, turn round, turn round, turn round. Alright then, boom, panic. Fast like your papi top. And if you get, you know, we not happy top. Give you a ticket, me not happy search. Nicki me not laugh, you and me not. Give you the key for the car, and not for me heart. Left you in a memory, come like a city pass. Are you with up anytime when you see the boss? Where you say for me that, baby, bubble your body for the off top pass. But, baby, you